toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Pulls it in. It's Simpson. At the 40, there he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be danged, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here he comes out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Changing the play. Back to the ground game on the left. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams will pass. Fires to the tight end. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. It's Coleman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Green. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw again. Looking to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
With the catch, it's Boston.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
29 Philly.
Motion from the back. Williams looking for a man. This time it's complete. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtual.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Washington wants to go quickly. Goes to the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Using his feet. The Wolverines will move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking for space. It's Haynes. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one. Somehow it's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's McCulley. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This guy fits the bill. Big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
Much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Underwood. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders.
There he goes. Wide open spaces. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Evans. Still running at the 40. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The give out of the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback keeper. Creates a little room. Oh, out of space. It's a seam wide open. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback will keep it. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Pulls it in. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Catch in the middle. It's Marsh. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden, on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Coming from their own 24. Looking downfield on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Working that wide receiver screen. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll pull it on the read. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Williams will pass. Brings it in down the left side. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. It's complete. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. With the catch, it's Coleman. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Gets it past the marker.
4th and 1, I think everybody in the stadium knew what was coming. It was going to be QB sneak, trying to get some push. Quarterback, see if you can find a crease, pick up the first, keep the drive alive.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Evans. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Washington right back to the line. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Fires to the big fella. Turning on the Jets. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, and get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Got room on the return. The 10. Touchdown, Huskies. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Pulls it in, it's Klein. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Get it out on the screen. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on third. Got a man. It's Marsh. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires downfield. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. The Huskies will hustle to the line. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. That's caught. It's Haynes. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Underwood. Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown Wolverines! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Notre Dame escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Irish fans there today could have done without this one being so close. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Quickly out to the tight end. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Here on 3rd down. Williams will pass. Dances away to buy time. He'll pull it down. Oh, they're knocking free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Grabbed in the middle, it's Morgan. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
He'll sneak it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. The give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels doesn't...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down one late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for two? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. As they open this possession from their own 20. Williams looking for a man. The sure hands, it's Evans. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way. This guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Pressure coming. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
The Huskies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Washington sends out the punt team.
On to punt it away.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football, and he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. A first down for the offense. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. With the line of scrimmage at the 37, that will leave them with a long 54-yard field goal attempt and a chance to win the game. So here comes our first play of overtime. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Marsh.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Gets it to him on the screen. He's loose. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down, goal to go.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, get
touchdown Wolverines. They strike first here in overtime.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is good. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown.
Green 25.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
42 spikes.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Rush is on him. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Wide receiver going in motion. Williams will pass. Got it set up on the outside. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Washington wants to go quickly. On the ground, it's Coleman. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, the play action opens the whole play.
Touchdown, Husky! They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
He'll pitch it. They got it! The two-point conversion, and it's a game winner! It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.